Did you know there is a cave system deep in the Middle East where early explorers reported hearing faint chanting in languages no historian could ever identify? The very first written account we have comes from an Ottoman surveyor back in the 1800s. He wrote in his journal that the cave echoed with voices, even though he was completely alone. Of course, scholars dismissed it as local superstition, maybe the sound of wind whistling through the rocks. That was the official story, until decades later, a group of foreign researchers went into that same cavern, and they heard the exact same thing. Layers of whispers, rising and falling like a choir trapped behind solid stone. Naturally, this got people curious. A team of acoustic engineers decided to return, but this time they were armed with modern, high-tech recording equipment. They set up their gear and recorded for hours, honestly expecting nothing more than dripping water and the occasional shifting rock. But when they packed up and played the audio back, they froze. The voices were there, and they were crystal clear. You could hear distinct syllables, structured patterns. It sounded like a real language, but it didn't match any human dialect on record, ancient or modern. One linguist on the project became obsessed. He spent weeks analyzing the recordings, insisting the chanting wasn't human at all. He claimed it followed rhythms and tones that were just not possible with a human vocal system. He was so convinced, he announced a press conference, telling everyone he was on the verge of decoding the sequences. Completely unaware he had just signed his own death warrant. The very next day, he disappeared inside the cave. His equipment was found at the entrance, neatly arranged, almost as if he had placed it there himself before walking in. His final audio file captured something absolutely chilling. The mysterious chanting suddenly stops, and a single, clear voice whispers his name. After that, authorities sealed the entire site, officially labeling it geologically unstable. But the local shepherds, the ones whose families have lived there for generations, they still avoid the area. They say the rocks feel wrong, that the air is just too heavy. And some nights, if you stand close enough to the sealed entrance, they say the wind still carries the sound of a distant choir, the voices of people who never lived, calling out from a place that was never meant to be heard. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy mysteries like this, make sure to subscribe for more.